Welcome back. Welcome back to more Corpse Blood Drive. In last episode, well, we completed Chapter 3, but it ended in a very bad way. Now we're going to be starting Chapter 4. Chapter 4, those 6 demons. And from this point onwards, the game is no longer gonna hold our hand. It's gonna hand us a live grenade, to say the least. Figuratively, and I hope it doesn't mean literally. I'm worried about her too, Ayumi. I've been wandering around, exhausted out of my mind, aimlessly searching every corner of the building for Aiko. Eventually, I wound up in the custodian's closet. Just calm down, Ayumi. Just calm down. And is her leg clipping through the floor? I think her leg is clipping through the floor. Okay. That's something weird I noticed. It's no use. Aiko was long gone. I was all alone. I've been here long enough that I began to worry about my phone battery dying. I didn't want to shut it off completely, but I at least felt it prudent to turn off the screen. What now? If the book isn't here, then what the heck did I get so worked up about? I should never have come. My voice is breaking. I'm more or less given up by this point. Either her leg was clipping through the floor, or her legs have very weird, models. I don't know. My yellow darkened phone screen suddenly lit up again as a call came through. It was Misuto. Yeah, full of regrets again, I take it. You're pretty pathetic, you know. You shut up. Well, that didn't take long. I went from relief to infuriated in a single heartbeat. What the heck is with you? Are you watching me or something? You knew exactly how I was feeling last time you called you. How do you know my moods? Don't know. Just my sixth sense, I guess. I'm pretty sure you're spying on us in some way, shape, or form. Why'd you pick up when I call you? Well, that's an easy one. Because you're a pain in the behind. So, how's everything going? You insult me and didn't ask me how everything's going. Gee, I wonder why you don't have a girlfriend. I bet he doesn't have a girlfriend, but if he did, she'd probably dump him in the first 5 seconds. He'd be lucky to get even 10 seconds. I sighed a little on the inside. It was becoming clearer and clearer that this was just Misuto's way. I tried my best to ignore his abuse and simply answer his question. Yes, just answer his question. Don't get mad at him. That's my job. It's my job to punch him. You just take all the time you need. I'll punch him in the face for you. It's not here. Yep. That's the most simplest expression I've ever heard say. He's like, huh? Look at Shaz. It's not here. Confirmed by the psychic intelligence girl. That photo was created by someone in this school as a ruse to bring people here from the outside world. It's a fake. Any comments? You serious? Yes. No options. There are no more leads to follow for resurrecting my friends. I want to take a hammer straight to Mizuto's head. You can't even get your hands on one single Book of Shadows. I'm no longer just embarrassed for you, I'm embarrassed by you. Make that a sledgehammer. You said it would be here too, didn't you? So you're a liar. Oh man, that is rich. Nothing I told you was a lie. But the skin isn't here. That's definitely a miscalculation on my part. The skin? I'm just as confused as you are, Yumi. Listen, this dimension represents the nirvana that the Book of Shadows created, right? Okay. So somewhere in here, you'll find the nirvana's core. I didn't tell you about this? No, you did not. What does that have to do with anything? If I can't find the book, I can't resurrect my friends. If I can't resurrect my friends, then there was no point in me coming here. So what are you gonna do about that? There's a girl trying to kill me who's acting an awful lot like Tsujiko, and I can't think much more it is. Hey, you might want to listen when someone's giving you crucial information, okay? Since the Book of Shadows created Nirvana, Nirvana's core is made up of its contents. So? Find a core somewhere in this dimension. It is pretty much the same thing as finding the Book of Shadows, meaning you might be able to cast solar triple magic or whatever. So I can still bring everyone back? Yeah, even without the skin, there are still all the internal organs. That's a very weird analogy, but I don't agree with it. I agree with what he's saying. If the spell's there, you should be able to cast it from the contents alone. I just said I agree with what he says. Not true. What he's saying about the book, what he's saying to Yumi, no. My cheeks were on fire. It felt as though all the blood in my body had been pushed up into my head. That's probably not a pleasant feeling. You're getting head rushed just by standing there. You got bigger problems right now, though. There's a situation here, and you created it, and now you have to take responsibility. What situation? Huh? What's the kind of situation? I was stuttering. Something happened in Makina Shinazaki's apartment, right? Yeah. Mirrors. Creepiness. The overall sense of dread. That girl you came in contact with. The reason she's here now is because you brought something you shouldn't have from each other. I can't read! The reason you shouldn't... Never mind. You shouldn't have from Makina's home. There. I can't read. You mean you ever after stones? Yeah, that's probably a thing. No, some part of a human body. Hair, bones, nails. Didn't we find something organic in that little red box with the ever after stones? Oh dear. Those 2 baby teeth I found. The ones that were stuck in my hand. I figured they must have had some kind of meaning, so I wrapped them in tissue and stuck them in my pocket. I'd forgotten all about them until that very moment. Teeth, huh? Yeah, baby teeth. I do have them with me right now. The girl you encountered isn't Sachiko. There were 2 of us were researching this, but apparently there was another girl in Yoshi's womb alongside Sachiko, known as a vanishing twin. What? She died inside her mother, basically melted and got absorbed by her younger sister, so you can kind of think of her as Sachiko's unborn older twin. What? Just... what? Is this a thing that happens in real life? Because if so... ugh, that's creepy. Nice sound effect there to accompany that. This was almost too much to process. Never in my wildest dreams would I have imagined something so bizarre. You and me both. I think I hear her saying, Sachi. Could that be her name? Sachi, huh? Good a name as any. At least he's being positive for once. Simple card in. Sachi, you can think of her as a petty spirit from our own world. Nothing more than a mischievous poltergeist at worst, though. But she had an axe. Unfortunately, you brought her teeth to the Heavenly Host, so now she's managed to give herself a physical form and awaken here. What, an axe? So, she's basically absorbed the entirety of the Nirvana's power and has gone completely berserk. With a axe. She doesn't have any higher intelligence functions like Sachiko, though, which means you can't reason with her. She's pretty much pure evil. Great. Worse still, her powers are so strong that the spiritual chaos she's creating is spreading into the real world, too. Causing all kinds of stuff to go down. Great. Probably an unconscious grudge on her part for never having the chance to be born. Yeah, and dying before you are even born. Yeah. You would definitely have a grudge against something like that. Seriously. But, how did I awaken her? How is that even possible? Why would Tifa Angela, who was never born, even exist? That's a good question. I wish something happened at Makina Shinazaki's apartment, though we may never know what. Not worrying about right now either. We need to focus on what to do about Sachi. Is there anything we can do about her? Her power absorption is enormous, and it's causing his Nirvana to shrink, and that's causing the dimensional wall that separates this world from ours to start to break down. Isn't that a good thing? The wall between the 2 worlds? What happens if it falls? Pretty much what you expect. It'd be the end of the world as we know it. Youch. The TV suddenly turned on. Sachi gets out into the real world, the ensuing chaos will be immense. People will go insane and start to kill each other or themselves. That's what pretty much ruled the day. And those who moved on to the ever after would all suddenly wake up. The earth would be taken over by eventual spirits, leaving very little room for flesh and blood stragglers. How does one respond to a claim like that? Especially when the elven in the room is that this was all my fault. I'd literally be responsible for the end of civilization. I was completely speechless, in shock most likely. All I could do was breathe heavily. My heartbeat was pounding in my ears so loudly that I felt like some part of me was about to snap. I had to say something to keep Misuto online. No, that can't be true. How does it feel, huh? What do you... Bet it feels pretty weird knowing that your actions are gonna bring about the end of the world. Are you being nice or being rude to us again? Hard to say. Seriously, what the heck is your problem? What is it? You're such a jerk. I had no idea this could happen. Again, a sledgehammer to the head for him. I couldn't take any more of Misuto's crud. All I could do was scream at him over the phone and hope it hurt his ears or something. If you're so frustrated with yourself that you're that close to snapping, don't. There still might be a light at the end of the tunnel. Didn't even faze him. He just kept on talking with the same cocky tone in his voice. The only person who could stop the world from ending is, again, you. What do you mean? It was just one sound, but I could barely get it out. I had almost no voice at this point. It was just a mess of tears and confusion. Listen up, okay? You have a new objective. In order to stop Sachi, you have to get this Nirvana moving. And for that to happen, you'll need some real divine providence on your side. Divine providence? You seen any pillars since you got here? The pillars? What kind? There was that black object I saw from the window, but I didn't know if that was what he meant. The Nirvana was built out of a bunch of Sephiroth and a bunch of pillars, okay? What is Sephiroth? Pillars are made up of spiritual matter, and honestly, I'm not going to be able to explain it so you'll understand, so just know that they're called the Pillars of 6 Demons. 6 demons. Great, we have demons now. They should each be located somewhere in the school. And even though they're called pillars, they can really be any shape or size. Even a thumbtack? Pillars of the 6 demons? Just keep listening. The pillars of the 6 demons that exist here in this heavenly host rose at the northeast. Yeah, basically all things. You need to reach the seal on each of them to complete the hexagram within the school. And you're the only one who can do it, since you're Shinozaki. I'm the only one? But why? Because you're a Shinozaki, and this Nirvana was brought into existence by the Shinozaki bloodline. To be fair, it was. Michi Shinozaki's actions created this mess, so only I could clean it. I considered the responsibility that had just been laid upon me, and unconsciously gripped the hem of my skirt. Okay, that's a bit weird. Pressing these pillars is fairly weak, though. But before you ask, so what do I do? That's why you're releasing all 6 to get all that energy into one area. Hexagram is formed around the core, all that power will crystallize and come out. No matter how strong this Sachi is, you should be able to send her back to Hades. See what I did there? Hades is the underworld. Why do you know all this? And why should I believe any of it? Show me any proof that any of this is true. I'm running up, but fine. I told you when we got here, I'm Yakoro, which means I'm descended from a bunch of cruddy spiritual mediums. Specifically, I'm the son of a Shinto priest. Cool. My knowledge of Nirvana, and Hades for that matter, was all beaten to me before I even know how to walk. Yow. Not even kindergarten. Sakura, how do you recognize the name? Sis talked about them once or twice. Well, we're kinda up there with the Shinozaki family, which is how I got to know your sister. Oh yeah, you said you were a protege, right? Yeah. Any more than that? The frick are you implying? Don't go making stuff up in your head. I swear, if you weren't her sister, I wouldn't even bother with us because of you. Did you just say baka? Did you just call me a baka? Did you just call me a baka? He just called me a baka, didn't he? Oh yes, you called me a baka. Oh, that's very, very hurtful. Ouch, my feelings. Let me tell you something. I am way smarter than you'll ever be, Misuto. Hear me? I bet you can hear me. And if you can hear me, I am way smarter than you will ever be. So you're the baka, you baka. Baka means idiot in Japanese, okay? And looks like we're coming up on time, so see you guys next time. And until then, very well, please leave a comment. And I still can't believe Misuto called me a baka.